Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about some of Christian Horner's comments on Red Bull's car, as well as an interesting verdict that's been issued following Lewis Hamilton's move to Ferrari. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. I've also launched a new podcast, it's called Racing Grid. If you want to check that out, I'll leave a link to the YouTube channel in the description. But without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with Red Bull team boss Christian Horner, who feels Red Bull's car troubles go as far back as 2023. Now, as we know, in 2024, Red Bull got off to a brilliant start to the season. You know, they were getting plenty of 1-2s, but following the Miami Grand Prix, things became very difficult. You know, they were no longer the quickest car. McLaren and Ferrari caught up, and while they still won the driver's title with Max Verstappen, they slipped to third in the constructors. Now, when Red Bull were no longer the quickest car, their issues became far more visible, especially when it came to things like balance, with Horner previously saying that there was a disconnected front and rear, making the car difficult to drive and costing the drivers lap time. The issues also meant that Red Bull went on a 10-race winless streak, their longest since 2020. And the season in general was just so different compared to 2022, 2023. I mean, you look at those seasons and Red Bull and Verstappen were just dominant, especially in 2023. You know, there was some threat from Ferrari in 2022, but 2023, it was all Red Bull, it was all Verstappen, and Verstappen was just breaking record after record after record, and to all of a sudden see them slip so far back in 2024 was quite a shock. But Horner believes Red Bull's problems were already around in 2023. He was quoted by Planet F1 as saying, "I think the issues are more deep-rooted than just last year. I think they'd actually start when you really dig into the data and some of the characteristics, you start to see them much earlier than that, certainly during 2023. I think that it was a matter of unravelling it to understand what were the contributing factors to having a very peaky performance. That's where the team have worked very hard to understand that and address it. The team have worked very hard over the winter to work on some of the vices of the RB20, and the team has been working incredibly hard. We'll get the first sort of indication next week as to, you know, have we managed to address some of the issues?" Now, I do think in the latter stages of the 2024 season, Red Bull did find something. You know, in the US Grand Prix, for example, Max Verstappen won the sprint race that weekend. Brazil, Verstappen managed to go from 17th to 1st. So definitely Red Bull improved something compared to how the car was. But have they fixed all their issues for 2025? I doubt it, because it looked like there were so many. So it'll be interesting to see if they can fight for the title this year, especially with teams like McLaren and Ferrari seemingly making huge steps. And former F1 driver Juan Pablo Montoya believes Lewis Hamilton, who's just moved to Ferrari, will not have to be concerned about Verstappen this season, believing that Red Bull won't come out swinging. Montoya told OnlineCasino.com, as quoted by Planet F1, "Max Verstappen is not going to be Lewis's problem this year. I'd be surprised if Red Bull comes out swinging like the last few years. It's really difficult because when you believe what you're doing is right and all of a sudden things stop working, how far back do you go? And at what point do you go, is what we're doing now right, or are we still wrong? If you're saying you're building the car wrong and you realise what you're doing is wrong, then how convinced are you that what you're doing now is completely right? At some point, they have just got to go, this is what we believe in, and this is where we're going to put an effort in, and this is what we're going to do, and this is what's going to happen." Now, personally, I'd love to see Hamilton and Verstappen fight it out for the World Championship again, but I do think 2025 could be one of those seasons where Red Bull are going to start off on the back foot and have a lot of work to do to eventually work their way up to the front. And I think they will pick up some wins. If they end up fighting for the title, not sure. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos. And until the next one, take care. Bye.